Hello, welcome back to the Philippines. Today we are going to talk sleeping, working remotely, and the adjustment. Many questions going on. Yes, I've been making some short content, experimenting with that. Also posting some of the video poker videos in some short form. Just kind of going through my library, also deleting some videos. That's also been going on, and of course, adjustment and getting more used to being in Asia. Many people kind of ask me what it's like to work remotely. Frankly, it is not super easy. I mean, ideally, you want to work on the business schedule of the United States, right? What, 9 to 5, what 9 to 5 are you going to work? You're going to work the New York 9 to 5 or the LA 9 to 5. There's a big difference because the New York 9 to 5 is 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. The LA 9 to 5 is midnight to 9 a.m. And that's a huge difference. So that's been a bit of adjustment. The other thing going on is, of course, I'm shuffling around in different places, trying to get comfortable. Everything from coffee shops to the place that I work, kind of sitting in bed or sitting at a desk or trying to find comfortable desks. And hopefully it has a, good Wi-Fi signal. Unlike some past stays here in the Philippines, the Wi-Fi has been a lot more predictable and easier to deal with, which has been great. It had not been easy the last time I was here, so that's at least good. I thought about that before I came. I was like, well, the two things that stand out in my mind about the Philippines has been the Wi-Fi, and the other one being that I need to be up at night, or do I? It's a question that I get a lot. I mean, frankly, and I guess the main reason I have to be up at night would be phone calls and some emails. I can respond when I wake up. So there's that. That would be mean that my client get the email the next day. I guess that is okay. A lot of emails I deal with are sales emails, so striking when the iron's hot, I guess would really help me a lot. Last time I was here, and I found myself going to sleep closer to like 2, maybe 3 in the morning, but later than that really was iffy. The other thing is adjustment. I mean, frankly, I don't live in the United States. I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know if that's costing me something, without a doubt. I mean, there's a lot going on around me other than that. I mean, the other day I had to move out of my motel during the day, so I was literally up in the middle of what would be my midnight. Probably where you're at right now is your midnight, but lots of things to disrupt my sleep, which cost me. I'm pretty good at sleeping, so a lot can go on around me. That comes from Mexico, with all kinds of roosters, which they have plenty of roosters here, but lots of noise and disturbances that can make it hard to sleep. where I'm at's pretty quiet, so I don't have to deal with that. The motel where I was at, they had a some sort of um, what's it called, when the aerobics in 8 a.m., which was very loud and woke me up at 8 o'clock. That's a huge, that definitely had an effect on my sleep. I was up for that hour. Sometimes I get back to sleep, sometimes not, but I had to go through that hour. So there's that. Place I was in before, the internet was a little slower. I feel like lately I have settled in well to the 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., even, staying up till 5 or 6 until I get to sleep, and hopefully sleep till 1, 2, 3-ish in the afternoon, get up, eat, and then hopefully get a little more sleep before going back to work. Sometimes may not happen. Also, during that time, getting a little exercise also has been a little bit rough. As you can see behind me, got a kitchen, so things seem to be stabilizing a little bit better in that regard. I would say sleep is a big deal, and whether whatever you're doing or the job you're doing remotely requires you to be up and available during U.S. hours, or if you can, frankly, go to sleep and do your work in daytime hours, which is definitely a little more convenient. Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. I took a Zoom meeting about 4 days ago at midnight. So things have been pretty good. Also, working remotely and being nomadic, lots of visa, and it's a bit of a chess game. The way I would describe it, planning. Of course, during the daytime hours, the schedule in the daytime hours, and it always makes it hard if you schedule something too early, whereas you wish you would schedule it later in the day, so you could try to get what would be a full 6 hours sleep. Probably would be about where I'm at. I had been sleeping this weird split schedule, Benny kind of calls it, and that's difficult. In the United States, typical night sleep would be maybe 7 or 8 o'clock, believe it or not, and then I would wake up about 3 a.m. And start my work, where I would be the most creative from like 3 a.m. to like 8 or 9, sometimes 10, and then I would take phone calls and that type of thing, and then wind it up about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and start winding down, and take on the afternoon, and then fall asleep. Sometimes kind of early. I mean, that's just kind of the way I am. Always been an early morning person since my daughter was born. I don't know why that is, but sleeping in is 6 a.m. for me. So that's kind of interesting thing that I've done throughout my life. Also interesting is I have spent a good amount of time in Asia, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and I have never been able to get that schedule back, being over here. Like I said, the other times I've been to Asia, typically I slept some sort of weird schedule. Thailand was, I had my phone kind of set up where it would start pinging me if somebody was trying to reach me. So that was okay. And then Vietnam, it was, I slept pretty good and had a good desk there. So there's that. But I have a pretty good work area here. I have been reasonably productive, not too bad. The whole time I've been here, I mean, probably the first month was the toughest. And then the second month I came to Iloilo, and it was a little better, had a little more room, and had a desk and more of a easier schedule. And then now here I am here, got a pretty good desk and good internet and comfortable sleep space. I even had to buy a pillow. That's one thing that's important for me. I have a hard time sleeping on anything, where it seemed like when I was a kid that was just a little easier to do. But going into month 3, Danny is still here, which is pretty good. He seems to be enjoying himself. He did book out a lot of Airbnbs, maybe prematurely. He seems to be like he's paying a good amount of money. I'm paying, I don't know, it's definitely Philippines right now. There's not a lot of tourists, and excuse me. So I feel like things are still pretty reasonable. I don't know about Manila and the restrictions. Again, I have not paid a whole lot of attention to the restrictions on travel currently in the United States. Some reports from friends of mine are saying that ticket prices are up a lot. I briefly looked a while back, and it didn't seem like ticket prices were too crazy. When I traveled here before, there was a few foreigners, but again, I didn't feel like there was some mad rush to get over here, as many reports kind of felt like there was pent-up demand to return to Asia. Reports I got from Thailand is very expensive. However, Thailand has been trying to cater more towards higher end travel. They've pre-pandemic, right? I guess had been doing a lot of backpacker stuff and nomadic stuff, mostly in Chiang Mai area and stuff. A lot of them moved over to Vietnam, but the pandemic cleared many of those out. I do have friends that managed to stay during the pandemic in Asia, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if any of these restrictions will end up returning. My guess and people I talk to locally, one being involved with the tourist bureau here locally, feel like they're having a hard time getting tourists back. So I wonder if they would be reluctant to reinstate those same restrictions. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we got more stuff coming, more travel videos and different things as I do my best here to plan and move into the summer months here, which is more of the rainy season. I like the rain a lot. It's been a little warmer than when I first got here. I was the first month or so I got here, I was like, not so bad. When I'd been here before, I I didn't feel a fresh air on my face for till I reached Vietnam, and that was only just a breath of fresh air on my face, and so there's that. But it's definitely seemed like it's been a little cooler. Also, being out of Manila has been a little better too. But till next time, I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful Sunday.